function as clearing body for resolving drainage and flooding problems, and review program of works. This will also develop policies and regulations on drainage development. And lastly, it will conduct periodic assessment of drainage facilities. We are initially funding this task force in the operational amount of 300,000 operational amount lang na, but we look into the 7 million which we have allocated in the 20% development fund and the proposed 13 million which we are going to get from the calamity fund, of which we are already authorized to use preventive measures of this calamity fund, or a total of 20 million pesos for drainage and flood control. These preventive measures, which will be immediately undertaken, will definitely help us in this very powerful and devastating floods brought about by the constant rain, and the constant rain brought about by climatic change called global warming. Number 4, adversity, the global economic and financial crisis affecting Iligan. As if our peace and order problem due to the MILF were not enough, in the latter part of 2008, the global economic and financial crisis hit the whole world, including the Philippines and, of course, Iligan City. Although it is projected that its full impact will not be felt in the Philippines until the second quarter of this year, we are already starting to feel its effect. Global Steelworks, the former NSC, had been shut down since December 2008. The cement companies and their subsidiaries are starting to lay off employees. Confronted with this looming economic and resulting social problem, we must prepare for it through a more aggressive livelihood and agricultural development program. However, in the business forum sponsored by the Iligan City Government, DTI, and the Iligan Chamber, held last January 9, there was a glimmer of light, at least for the year 2009, with a projected disbursement for government projects worth more than 1 billion pesos, of which a percentage thereof should be able to pump prime the local economy. These projects are the Iligan, you can see it in the screen, the Iligan Bukidnon Road, of which a national budget of 145 million had been allocated for implementation this year. The water supply improvement project, of which this year we are going to use an estimated 345 million. The materials recovery facility, 86 million. The C3 project, or circumferential road, of which for implementation this year, 313 million had been allocated from the national budget. Drug treatment and rehab center, 15 million. Farm to market roads, 25 million. Barangay development projects, 115 million, or about 1 billion pesos. This is expected to pump prime and at least alleviate or mitigate the effects of the global crisis, with 1 billion to spend for projects alone in the city of Iligan. Of course, the private sector, with all of their projects, are also expected to have an input in alleviating the effects of the global crisis. I shall now go to the second part of my report. Nahuman na itong mga ipangisgotan ako nga krisis. Part 2 is major concerns and accomplishments of the city government in the year 2008. Number 1, revenues, comparative revenues in the general fund from 2003-2008. You can see in the screen that in the year 2003, our revenues in the general fund was 698 million. There was a slight decline in 2004, but from 2005 upwards, we slowly but steadily increased our revenues until in 2008, we were able to generate 920 million. The income for 2008 includes 52.7 million from the 134.5 million real property tax collected from National Steel Corporation, which was apportioned as follows: General Fund 52.7, Barangays 22.6, and Special Education Fund 59.2, and we're talking here by the millions. The budget for 2009 was based on a realistic revenue target of 848 million. Number two, Tax Collection Task Force will now go to the status of big delinquent taxpayers. Ayaw na itong gagmay. National Steel Corporation. Parcel, on your screen you can see the amount of more than 2 billion pesos. Still a delinquency of National Steel. And partial payment of 134.5 made in December of 2008. RCP 126.9, PhilTel 3 million, ILPI, kita ninyo, NMPC, Globe Telecom, and 10 others, or about 20 million. As far as RCP is concerned, RCP has proposed Dasyon and Pago and installment payment. In PhilTel, foreclosed properties were registered with the Register of Deeds and declaration of forfeiture pending approval. Doon na lang tayo ipang foreclose nining ang mga properties o ato nang gi-register sa Register of Deeds. In other words, Iligan City na tag-iya nining mga pipila ka mga properties. Ang ILPI, doon na po tayo gi-foreclose ng mga properties, and we registered it with the Register of Deeds, just like the status of PhilTel. NMPC, we foreclosed their properties, forfeited it, and the city government now owns the property, and we made an auction or conducted public bidding, but there was no bidder. So right now, this NMPC property, their diesel plants are now open for sale to the highest bidder for Iligan. Hopefully, if you are able to sell this, then maka-generate og income kanato og makatabang-tabang na pod sa atong panudlanan og maka-implement sa daghang mga proyekto. We don't want to own this property and operate it. We are not in the best position to operate it. Mas maayo nga i-privatize yun ato yun siyang ibaligya. Globe Telecom, we foreclose their property. Ato na ang pipila nila ka mga propriedad. And also to the 10 others, notice of delinquency were served and published, and right now warrants of levy are to be issued on this 20.2 million. Let's now go to number 3.